Students, today we'll learn about the Q program, that is fourth practical of data structure. Q practical, that is fourth practical. Okay. In this practical, we have to create the queue and we have to perform some operation, that is enqueue, dequeue, exit and display. That means we have to create a queue with adding a new element. Then we have to dequeue the element, that means delete the element from the queue. And third thing, that is we have to display the queue. And fourth, that is exit the queue. Okay. So first of all, we have to include the libraries to write the program, that is stdlib and stdio.h. That is struct node means with this interpretation, or you can say this representation of a queue is in linked list format. Is in linked list format. That means the queue representation in linked list. So we'll do the coding or we'll do the programming as per the linked list program. Okay. So for that purpose, we have to create a node. And as you know, in node we have info and next. That means the data and the next part consists of one node. Okay. So for that purpose, we have taken here as a info variable, and the second is the pointer to the next variable or the next node. Okay. Then pointer to front, pointer to rear, pointer to temporary, and pointer to front to one. That means pointer front is we have taken for the updating front element. Then rear is updating the last element. Temporary data, if we want to delete the data from front or from queue, at that for that purpose we have to take one temporary variable to store the data, to store the front, and then we will delete the front. So for that purpose we have taken here the temp, and whenever we are deleting the front, the next node or the second node we have to reinitialize as a front, new front. So for that purpose we have taken here as a front one variable. Okay. So we have taken here four function, that is enqueue for data to insert in queue, dequeue is for deletion of data from the queue, then display whatever the data you have entered into the queue, that we have to display in the display function, and create function will create a queue. Create function will create a queue. Okay. While the first count is 0, that means the first initial count of a queue, or you can say a node of a queue, is 0. Okay. So in main function we have taken three variables, that is number, choice and element. Okay. So choice we have taken for the choice to enter from the queue or the user. So for that purpose we have given here 4 printf, and in that 4 printf we have given the instruction to give the input to the system, that is enqueue for if your user wants to enter the element into the queue, he will press 1. If he want to delete, he will press 2. If he want to exit from the program, then he will enter 3 option, 3 choice. And if he wants to display all the element in the queue, then he will enter as a 4. Okay. So for this purpose we have create function. In this create function we have entered the choice and entered the data from the user. Okay. So in create function what we have done, while 1 means while the choice is 1, at that time we have to follow some instruction, that is enter your choice. So with this, the user will enter the choice. Now the choice will be goes into the switch case, and the cases are present here. Case 1, if the user will print 1, the enter data, that means enqueue operation will call. Enqueue operation will call. Enqueue function will call. So with the help of enter data message, the number or the data you want to, or the user wants to insert into the queue, that will be enqueue. That means that will be inserted into the queue in case 1. In case 2, if the user presses 2 as a choice, then the front element of the queue will be deleted. Front element of the queue will be deleted. If user enter third choice, the program will be exit, and if user enter fourth choice, the display function will call. Okay, and if any other than this four options, if user entered any choice other than this, the message will be displayed as wrong choice, please enter the correct choice. Okay, so now we have to create a function. Now here in this switch cases, we have called the function. Now we have to code that function. First function is create. For creating, whenever you are creating a queue, at that time you are assuming that the queue is not present at all. That means the front is equal to rear is equal to null. That means creating an empty queue, that means creating a node which have the front also, which have the rear also, and which is having the null value also. Okay, so with this line we have created a queue. Then we want to insert the data into the queue. We want to insert the data into the queue. So for that purpose, we have taken the function as a enqueue. Okay, enqueue int data. We are passing the parameter data to the enqueue function. So with that parameter, we are passing the value to the function. So if rear is equal to null, that means if the rear is equal to null, if the rear is present in the queue, we have to add one node after the rear. We have to add the node. We have to add the new node next to the rear. So for that purpose, we have created a new node. We have created a new node which rear's next pointer refers to the null value, and rear's info pointer refers to the data, that means the value which is held into the rear node. Okay, and then the front is equal to the front is equal to rear, that means the node which we are inserting into the queue, that node will be front also and rear also, because that node is first node. So that node will be front also, will be rear also, and that next part is called as a null, or you can say that next part is consisting the null value. Okay, if this if the queue is already present, means if the data is already present into the queue, then at that time we have to create a new node. With this line we have create a new node temporary, and that temporary we have to add to the rear pointer. So for that purpose we have written here rear pointer is equal to temp, that means the temporary node which we have created, that temporary node we have to attach to the rear, attach to the next node as a rear. Okay, since that in that node the data we have to store, that means the value whichever we want to store, that data we have to store into the temporary variables or temporary nodes information part. Okay, and the next part, then the next ptr function, that is the next function, next part of the node will be having the null value. Okay, so then after that the rear will be updated as a temporary variable, because temporary node, it is refer as a temporary node because the temporary node is a new node, and that node after adding this new node, temporary node, the rear will be reinitialized at this temporary node. That means the rear will be updated to the new node. And count plus plus, because you are inserting an element to the queue, for that purpose we have to add, or we have to increment the counter of the queue. Then we have to display the queue. That means the elements which are present into the queue that we have to display. Okay. So for the display, we have initialized that front one is equal to front. Means the front of the queue, that is the front element of the queue, we are initialized as the front one, and again we will check the condition, that is front one is equal to null and rear is equal to null. The queue is empty. If that front if that front one, whatever the front we have re-initialized that front element into the front one, and if that front one is equal to null and rear is also null, the queue is empty. That means the node is not present into the queue. If the front is also null and rear is also null. If it is not there, if it is else, that means else what we will do, we will check that front not equal to rear. That means the front and rear, until and unless the front and rear is the same at that at that stage, we have to create a we have to add the front one, we have to display the front one, or we have to display the front one element as as we reach to the front not equal to rear. Okay, when front one not equal to rear, when the rear is not indicating the front one is not equal to front one, up to that moment we have to add the element that is front, we have to add front one into the list. Okay, so for that purpose we have added front one is equal to front one pointer. That means the next pointer of the front one will be re-initialized as a front one, and that front one we will be display. Means each and every element of the queue will be notified as a front one, and that front one we will be displaying as per the sequence. Then if front one is equal to not, if front one is equal to null, rear is equal to null, the queue is empty. If the elements are present into the queue at that time, the front one is equal to rear and printf front one information. That means whenever we are having the elements into the queue at that time, the front one will be updated as a rear. That means the new element will be added to the rear part, and that new element will be reinitialized as a rear, and this part we have to display, or you can say this program will display the new node into the new node. With this it will indicate the new node whichever to be printed. Okay, then the third option is your dequeuing the queue. Dequeuing the queue means deletion from the queue. Deletion from the queue, that means we have to call the dequeue function. Okay, so if front one is equal to null, if front one is equal to null, then trying to display element from empty queue. That means there are no elements are available into the queue, but you are trying to display. Okay, so if front is equal to null, that means the queue is empty. You cannot you the queue has not element, or queue is not having element to display. Else, if this case is not happen, that means if the elements are present into the queue, then the front element will be deleted. Front element will be deleted. So how you will notify the front element? If front one pointer not equal to null. That means if the new element's pointer is not equal to null, till this moment, till this phase, we have to add the next pointer of the front one, that is the front new element, we have to copy it into the front one. Okay, we have to update it, we have to reinitialize as a front one to the next element, and the front element and the first element of the queue will be deleted with the function of free. Okay, so the free front, with this we have deleted the node, and with this line front is equal to front one, we have to reinitialize the front, that is the second element we will be copied into the front, and that second element will be our new front, as the first element is deleted from the queue. else else printf dequeued value, that means the value, if the node, if the element is, if the queue is having only one element into the queue, if the element, or if the queue is having only one node into the queue, or only one element into the queue, the front element, that element will be front also and rear also, and that element we will be deleting, that is pre-front. That means the first element will be deleted, and after that deletion, the front and rear both are indicating as a null value, because the only element is present into the queue and that element we have deleted. So the queue will be empty. So for that purpose, it is initialized as a front is equal to null and rear is equal to null. So with this we can call the dequeue in three cases. First, if the element is not present in queue, that means the queue is not present at all. So that for in first case it is there. If the front one is equal to null, that means if the front is equal to null, the value is not deleted because the value is not present itself. Then the second is if the queue is present, then the first element, that is the front element, will be deleted, and the second element of the queue will be reinitialized as a front. That is it else part, and this else part will notify that the only one element is there, in the queue, and that element we deleted. So after deletion of that single element, after deletion of that only element, the queue will be again null. So for that purpose, we have written here as the front is equal to rear is equal to null. Okay, so let's try this program with running C. Enter a choice, or you can see I have already created one queue here. So I directly display the queue, or you can say I will directly display the queue. See what it has done. I have already created the queue, but 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 I like, for example, I have already created a queue, and I can get out that program, So for that purpose, or you can say, it is the reason that the error message is giving that they're trying to display an element from empty queue, because I'm doing this program, or you can say I'm running this program twice, but the memory which we have created for the first run or first program, that is vanished. So all these things, all these 45, 78, 33 element I have already inserted, but that will be vanished after my program is closed. So the memory which will be occupied by this element can be vanished, and it is destroyed. Now again we have to create a new queue. So enter a choice. For that purpose we have entered 1. So the data I can insert. Again I am inserting a new element. See, I am inserting a new element. So the three elements I have inserted: 22, 55 and 78. Okay. So again I want to display the queue. Okay, see, the three elements are present in the queue: 22, 55 and 78. Okay, now suppose I want to delete the queue. So choice will be 2. See, the dequeued value is 22 because 22 is the front element, and with the dequeue operation we are deleting the front element, so the 22 value will be deleted. And now see the queue, only two elements are present, that is 55 and 78. Okay, so I think you have understood all the steps, or you can say all the executions of this program. Okay, and the third option is for the exit of the program. So if we press 3, we can exit from the program. Okay, so I think we have covered the practical 4, that is NQ and DQ, NQ and DQ into the queue with the help of linked list representation. Okay, try this program at your PC or your system and try to get the output. If any problem is there, you can contact.